Hello, and welcome to the Scientific Adventures of Beardman. Today, I want to take a look at how to prepare for an assessment on positive physics. First of all, if you are not familiar with positive physics, if you're an instructor, this is an excellent way to give your students immediate feedback on problems that they're practicing. And we all know that practicing problems and getting immediate feedback has a huge effect size as to students' growth. Now, students, as you get in here and you're going to be taking an assessment, you would have finished all of the work that's to be done here. We're in the category mode work. And you can see I've only finished 2 sections because I didn't want to take the time to finish all of them for this video. But I had 2 different setups. One is a section or lesson, 2.2 here, that I did really well on. And I got every problem right on the first attempt. That's probably not one I need to spend a lot of time focusing on. But then the second one you see here, I only got 56% right on the first try. I managed to click through and get everything right, but that doesn't necessarily mean I understood it, especially because these particular ones were kind of a multiple choice. So I could click through and get the right answer without even understanding it. So this is definitely something I'm going to want to study before I get to the test. One other key thing to figure out what to study is to actually look at the assessment tab itself. So when you look at the assessment tab, one of the most important categories to look at is over here where it says question count. You can see these first 5 categories here have 3 or 4 questions from each of those categories. Now, if you look back at mode, you can see that those had 11, 20, 17, 16, and 15. So they had a lot of questions in the work, but you're also going to get a larger percent of your score from those categories, because each question you get right is an equal percentage of your final score. So this is 4 times as valuable for your test score as one of these that only has 1. So especially if you're like struggling with physics and you're shooting for a B or even a C, these are the categories you really want to focus your time on. If you're shooting for an A, you really need to make sure that these are going to be 100%. You're probably going to miss some of your points down here. Okay, so now how do you practice those things? Because we all know practicing questions with immediate feedback is really important. Well, there was this in-between mode called extra practice. That's where you're going to do your extra practice. Because notice when you're in the work category and you go into one of these, you can't redo anything. There's no way to redo those questions. You can look at them, but you can't redo them to really practice them. But once you go into extra practice, now you can practice 3 questions or 4 questions. This depends on how your instructor has it set up. You'll notice I have it set up for my students so that they get the same number of questions as they would get on the assessment. And so if I go into Free Body Diagrams 2 here, which is the one I had trouble with, I see I've got 3 questions. So now I can go through and answer these, and I'm not going to try and get them right. I get them wrong, whatever. Hey, I got that one right. Great. And that all it goes through. I answer everything. I have a certain score. Obviously, it's not going to be 100% because I didn't get it here. I'm like, oh, shoot, I would like to try this again. Well, first of all, you can finalize it just like you would during an assessment. Once you finalize it, you'll get this same green corrections mode that you do for assessments, and you can go back in and you can get things right. Notice you get the same marking of light green for I got it right after the first try. Okay, but once you're done with that and you've done all your corrections, you can still keep practicing. Notice this little button down here that says restart after corrections. That button doesn't become active until after you've clicked finalize. Once it has, you can restart it. You get a new 4 questions. Well, they're randomly generated, so some of them could be the same, but they're not the exact same 4 as the time before. Now we can't click this. It says, are you sure you want to restart? It says you must click finalize before completing all the corrections. So now I'd have to, well, first of all, I would try it if I was actually practicing for a test. When I'm done, I'd click finalize, and now once again, I can click the restart and actually get a new 4 questions. And I would continue doing that as much as I need to feel comfortable. With these ones up here, I would feel I'm going to get a 90 to 100% on these for sure. If you're shooting for an A, you should be getting 100% on those. And then as you practice these ones down here, you should be obviously getting as good as you can on them. before the day of the test. I hope that works well and helps you get prepared for your assessments in positive physics. We'll catch you the next time on the scientific adventures of Beardman.